Milford Haven, a small town in the southwest of Wales, and today we will learn a small part of the large history this town holds. Milford Haven is both a town and a community in Pembrokeshire. This town was founded in 1790 by Sir William Hamilton. 300 years later, the position of mayor was introduced in 1938 and was held by Mr. H. Alderwood. The position continues to this day and is held by Miss Cathy Gray. The Memorial Gardens are a place of beauty, which sits opposite the town hall where the mayor works. The gardens are used for different reasons all year round, from the carnival in the summer and it gets lit up in the winter for Christmas. So today here we'll be interviewing the Mayor of Milford, Miss Cathy Gray. What history of Milford Haven do you remember?
I suppose as a child, my best memories were we used to just play outside all the time. You'd come home from school, it would get changed, so uniforms off, out to play, and we were out until it got dark. As soon as it got dark and the street lights were on, you had to be in. But I mean, we played bulldog, you don't see them doing it now, bulldog, marbles, all the old-fashioned games that you don't see kids now. I think we've gone to the stage now where people don't want kids out in the street playing.
No,
and it's sad.
Have you been involved with anything historic with Milford Haven?
Well, this year was obviously the Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee. Never seen before in our lifetime, and I probably won't see it again.
No.
So to me, that was a great honour. Yeah. To have the beacon, lighting the beacon for the Queen's Jubilee was just an amazing occasion. And I think we had 20,000 people down here on the raft. So it was, that's my fondest memory, I think, the beacon lightning.
What inspired you to become the Mayor of Milford?
Well, my career started as a youth worker. And from there, then, I was always in community development. And there was a job on the Mount Estate. Everybody knows the Mount Estate. And they couldn't fill that role. And I'm like, why? So I'm like, I'm going to do it. So I went for the interview, got chosen, and I was there for 30 years. In the end, I ended up running the resource centre, so it's all about community development and being a community activist. And it's like, I like being able to help those who can't speak in public, who don't know what to say under pressure, and just out there, I mean, everybody should have a voice, and if they can't, then you be their voice then. Yeah.
Is there something historic which stays in the office, like your chain?
Yes, it stays in the office, so you only bring it out if you've got civic events coming up. But then you've also got on the board out in the hallway is a list of all the previous mayors, so your name actually goes on there. And my mum, who lives in Leeds, is 85, so I sent her a picture of my name actually on there, and she loved that. There's lots of historical things in here, like this tapestry, and you can find lots of things, like these pictures, Stokely Lewis, and there's so many different things. I don't think I could pinpoint one thing, but I think for me it's seeing my name on the board. But my favourite part of the town hall is the stained glass windows.
How did COVID-19 affect Milford Haven's economy?
I think the COVID had a massive impact on the local businesses, because obviously everything had to close. Life just seemed to slow down. It was like you were living in a dream.
Yeah.
And sometimes I had to wake up and think, is this actually happening, or is this a programme? And it wasn't until you saw how many people were actually dying, you thought, this is real. And that's when it got scary, I think, for a lot of people. And Milford is, we are an older generation town. But what it did, Milford, and it always does it, when things are tough, Milford will put the unity back into community. And I think it went back to what it used to be like. But for the businesses, my heart was breaking from like, oh, because some of them spent years building that trade up. And I think we did try and support them as much as we can. And there's still a lot, and some are really brave that even opened up new businesses in COVID. And I was like, you are so brave. But they're still going, so which is really good. And I'm glad that Milford supports our own. Yeah.
What does the future look like for Milford Haven?
I think it's going to be developing a lot more now. I mean, if you look around, like, say, where I live in Stainton, it used to be just a little village, really. Now there's probably just as many houses and development in Stainton as there is in Hubberston and Hakin. So there is development, whether that's going to be through wind turbine farms and eco-friendly and environmental projects, maybe that will help. But I think it is getting developed. We're not as oldie-worldy as we used to be. You can slowly see things happening now. Yeah. And I think it's for I mean, you're our next generation. That's you are our future. And if we don't look after you, who else is going to look after you?
Yeah. Thank you very much for allowing me to interview you.
You're very welcome. It's nice, and I wish you all the best.
The Big Moor Memorial statue stands on Hamilton Terrace. The statue represents the 3 stations fought in the war: the airman, the sailor and the soldier. This statue was built in 1923 and was built using Italian marble.